Cindy. The lady in the back is Cindy.
Cindy who? Williams. What I have to say, do you have my dog?
No. Just like, give me a phone.
I say you better bring my dog back.
Yeah. I'm stealing.
I'll plug it in here, and we'll see if there's any temptations, nearby. Really, it's just turn it on, and if there's temptations nearby, this temptation alert system goes off. See, there are temptations nearby, by the way. Let's see. It says, "Watch and pray." Remember the rest of the verse? "Lest ye enter into temptation." Matthew 26:41. And we need to prepare kids for temptation. Here comes a temptation. Here's something maybe I can defend myself with. Gets too close to me. It's temptation, stealing. I recognize them already.
Stealing is in my blood. I start out small, I'm so fun. It just takes one cheese wheel repeat on my dead end street.
Well, there's one of them, stealing. I knew there was a temptation around, but that's not the only one. Here's another one. Kind of scary looking. I don't know.
Fear, I'm a terrible fool. I don't want to let you go. I'll come in you every hour, lest you think of God's great power.
And here's another one. Honey, what is this? Two eyes on the back.
Envy is what I do. I will make a fool of you. Why you envy those things? You'll miss the best things that save your friends.
Boy, I'll tell you, 3 temptations, and they're still coming? What is this one?
Lion takes all shapes. They come in my own like I just cut my mind around when the teeth comes trailing me out.
4. Oh no, 5. Make that 5, everyone. Here comes, it must be pride.
Say I'm P-R-I-D. I hope you'll be like me, for I am the best, much more than the rest. Fine, P-R-I-D.
If I was right. That's pride. That's, 5 of them. And here comes another one with a strange emblem on the front.
Hate is from hell. Hate's the opposite of love. Hate comes from hell. Love is from above. Hate caused Cain to kill his brother. But if God said to love one another.
All right, now we got 6 temptations here, and they don't look too friendly. I don't feel very comfortable with them. But I'll tell you, the trumpet was used in praise in the Old Testament. Do you think I could drive him away if I just played my trumpet? Uh-oh.
I hate the way you play the trumpet.
Oh, no. Well, thank you. Well, just what you expect Kate to say, is that right?
If I play the trumpet, I know I play it much better than you.
Ooh. How about that?
That's my trumpet.
No, it's not. I've had this for 25 years.
I wish I had a trumpet like that.
Yeah, envy. Well, I wish you would too, really. Who is that back here? Something. Hey, give me back my trumpet. Hey, help someone. First, boy, I need help. These temptations are driving me crazy here. Oh, thank goodness, help is on the way.
I see you need help.
Take care of these temptations, please.
Okay. Now the verse for hate is hate stirreth up strife, but love covers all transgressions. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Lie not one to another, saying that you put aside the old self with its evil practices, and have put on the new self. And if we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. Let us not become boastful,
and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear.
Alert system. I think they're all chased off for the time being. But we have a theme song to the tune of Onward Christian Soldiers that goes like this. We're young overcomers living for the Lord, fighting foes and winning through his conquering sword. We'll be true and faithful no matter what the cost, much in prayer and always out to win the lost. We're young overcomers, loud his praises sing. We shall have the victory through our Christ the King. It's a positive testimony. The kids sing this. In the middle, they shout, praise God. You'll hear them up here when they start shouting.
Well, I was walking in the night and I saw nothing scary. For I'd never been afraid of anything, not very. While I was deep within the woods, when suddenly I spied him. I saw a pair of pilgrim pants with nobody inside them. I wasn't scared, but yet I thought, what could those pants be there for? What could a pair of pants at night be standing in the air for? And then they moved, those empty pants, they kind of started jumping. And my heart, I must admit, it kind of started thumping. So I got out fast as I could go, sir. I wasn't scared, but pants like that I didn't care for. No, sir. Well, after that, a week went by, when one dark night in Greenwich, I had to do an errand there and fetch some Greenwich spinach. Well, I fetched the spinach and was starting back through town when those pants raised around the corner and they almost knocked me down. I lost my Greenwich spinach, but I didn't even care. I ran for home, believe me, I really had a scare. Now, bicycles were never made for pilgrim pants to ride, especially spooky pilgrim pants with nobody inside them. And then the next night, I was fishing for doubt trout on Rover River when those pants came rowing toward me. I started then to shiver. I know I was so frightened, I tell you, but I came to. I screamed. Ah! Right away, I lost my good line of neck too. I ran and found a prickle bush and hid myself away. I got prickles in my britches. Ouch, but I stayed there anyway. I stayed all night the next night too. I'd be there still, no doubt. But I had to do an errand, so the next night I went out. I had to do an errand, had to pick a peck of snide in a dark and gloomy snide field, almost 9 miles wide. I said, I do not fear those pants with nobody inside them. I said and said and said those words. I said them, but I lied them. Then I reached inside a snide bush, and the next thing that I knew, I felt my hand touch someone, and I bet you know who. And there I was, caught in the snide of that dreadful place, those pilgrim pants, and I was standing face to face. I yelled for help, I screamed, I shrieked, I yelled, I howled, I cried. Oh, save me from those pilgrim pants with nobody inside. But then a strange thing happened. Those pants began to cry. Those pants began to tremble. They were just as scared as I. I'd never heard such whimpering, and I began to see that I was just as strange to them as they were strange to me. I put my arm around their waist and sat right down beside them. I calmed them down, poor empty pants with nobody inside them. And now we meet quite often, those empty pants and I. But we don't shake or tremble, we just smile and we say, hi. Hi.
The way we talk here. Murphy Mouse.
Well, Bravo, here we are back in children's church again. Isn't it great to see all the... Oh, no. Oh, no, Bravo. Get down, quick. Hide, quick.
Oh, what's wrong, little buddy?
Shh. We're in the wrong place, Bravo. Oh, how could this happen? Well, I know things like this are always happening to me. Maybe if we sneak out the back, no one will see us. Come on.
But Murphy, it's all right. We're supposed to be here.
We are?
Yeah, of course. It's all been arranged.
But Bravo, we're supposed to be in children's church. You know, children, kids, small people. I know small people when I see them, and they're not very small.
Now look, there are lots of small people out there.
I see the small people, but I also see big people. What are they doing here?
What's wrong with big people? I admire anyone who's loved the finer things in life and proves an appreciation for purebred English bulldogs.
Oh no, here it comes. Watch out, big people. I know what's coming next.
Ah, Murphy Mouse, all I was going to do was a little begging. If the kids won't give me something, maybe the big people will.
Bravo, this is the only first impression you're going to get, so don't blow it by begging.
Now that really doesn't. I've had a lousy week, and now this takes the cake. Cake, yeah, I'll take cake, anything. Nothing. Rats.
Watch your tongue, dog. What's wrong with rats anyway? They may be bigger and not as cute as mice. Just like these big people aren't quite as cute as the little people.
Are you calling these big people?
No! Oh, just forget it. I've had such a bad week. I'm so depressed. I probably shouldn't even have come today.
Murphy, you're used to bad weeks. It's really bad when a purebred English bulldog like me has a bad week. We're supposed to be pampered.
Well, here's our shaggy friend. Maybe he can help cheer us up.
Let's see if I can remember his name this time. Hi, Henrietta Mountain Gorge, the 14th.
Oh, you're wrong as usual, Bravo Bulldog. But you reminded me what his number is. Hi, Henry Fred Martin George the 14th.
You called me.
Yep, Murphy Mouse and I are in bad moods. Need someone to cheer us up. Can you help, please?
I guess so. Some of my doggy relatives are some helpful advice for me when I was growing up. My great-grandpa looked so much like a coon dog that he made me out of him. Anyway, anyone said anything that would remind him of coon hunting.
What did he say about grapes?
One time I was griping about something. He said, it's sure enough easier to get a possum up into the tree than to get him out of the tree.
I thought we were talking about coons.
Oh, what did that have to do with griping anyway?
I think I know. He was probably saying it's a lot easier to start griping than to stop it.
You're right, my smart, purebred friend.
Well, now that that's figured out, we got that figured out good. What did your great-grandpa say about getting over a griping mood?
That's what I asked my great-grandpa coon dog.
And?
He said getting over griping was like getting a possum out of a tree, but he wanted me to figure it out for myself.
I thought coon dogs chased coons. Now, but of course, you did figure out what your great-grandpa was saying.
Sure you have, right?
I hate to admit it, but I never understood my old wise grandpa coon dog man.
Well, that's no problem. If the tree isn't too big and you got a pretty hard head like a ram, you could run into the tree and knock the possum out. So, if you want to stop griping, you just bang your head into something hard like this. Yee-yah!
Are you all right, my mouse friend?
Did it make you want to stop griping?
No, it didn't help. Now I really feel like griping. I think I gave myself a headache.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but you being a mouse have no earthly idea how to get a coon out of the tree.
Possum, brother. We were talking about possum. possums. How do you think they do?
They probably bark until they get on the old possum's nerve, and then maybe the possum gets tired of hearing it and comes down to try to stop the racket.
Oh, I remember. They were hunting some coons after all, Bravo, not possums.
Coons, possums, do coon dog tree anything else besides coon and possums?
Sometimes they tree a bobcat by mistake.
Okay. The important thing is not what exactly happens to be up the tree. The important thing is that some ornery critters up the tree. So to avoid all problems, let's call the ornery critter up the tree a coon bob.
All right, we'll call the ornery critter a coon bob. After all, there could be one of each up the tree.
Well, was I right? Maybe the noise of a few coon bob dogs barking would make the critter want to leave.
That makes sense.
So if we just go ahead and gripe a lot, we can drive the temptation griping away.
Okay, let's start. I figured the same thing. You know, it's kind of like the dogs barking at the coon bob until it comes down out of the tree.
Well then, let's gripe. I think life is rotten and unfair to mice.
And any purebred English bulldog ought to be able to beg hot dogs and hamburgers to help balance his diet. It really stinks when a dog has to do an on-state begging and comes out empty. That stinks.
Trouble stinks.
Cat stinks.
Life stinks.
Canned dog food stinks.
Rainy day stinks.
Fleas stink.
Mousetrap stinks.
Cold baths stink.
You both stink.
What?
What I meant to say is that your stinking thinking stinks. You're getting worse than better.
Yep, you're right. Trying to stop griping by griping is making me feel worse, not better.
Me too. But I know. Let's write our gripes down on a poster board, then we won't have to say them. We can just kind of demonstrate.
Good idea, Murph. If the coon bob's slow to come out of the tree, the coon bob dogs may go home with sore throats from too much barking.
Okay, get your posters made and meet me back in just a minute. Maybe I could make a poster like "Down with coon bobs." Hey, that's catchy. Demonstrating maybe the modern way of getting critters out of the tree. We'll be famous, and my great-grandpa coon bob dog will be so proud of me.
Look, Murph, what mine says is be begging both dogs, and on the other side it says I'm fed up with canned dog food.
Mine says treat mice nice and life is lousy to this poor mousie.
Okay, let's demonstrate.
You feel better now?
I feel a little better.
Nah.
But I think it was just the exercise, not because of the signs or our demonstrating.
Hey, I just remembered that my great-grandpa coon dog said worked best.
You do? Oh boy, what was it?
You either shoot them down or you're real brave or go up after them.
Why don't you just cut the tree down? The coon bob may be cut down in 3 pieces, but who cares? Who wants a coon bob anyway? Not me, all I want's a hot dog.
Oh dear, our time is up, and we haven't figured out yet how to stop griping once you've started.
Well, we just have to listen real good at this border and learn about this and other temptations. Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with an ornery critter up the tree anyway.
Unless that's what you're griping about.
Oh, well, it's time to say goodbye. Fun bye-bye.
Hasta la bow wow, boys and girls.
Hasta coon wow.
What was that?
What's that?
My good way of saying goodbye. Do you like it?
It stinks.